Just let me know, Fluff. Let
Making
me
sure
know.
everything is up and running.
Wait, did Brian? Did we get people from 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. We are ready to go whenever you are, T-Bone.
Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Midday Rush. My name is T-Bone, and with me, as always, pushing the buttons, Fluffy Hobo. And in
Hey.
our third chair, being as wise and grumpy as always, we have Brian.
Get off my lawn.
Today, we're going to be talking about, well, Fluff, exactly what is our first story today?
Well, we're going to be leading with 8 House Democrats join Republicans in voting to strike down the California's electric vehicle mandate. This is actually a win for California.
A W for the worst state of in the United States.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Wow, first W in years, decades.
So
Congratulations, Cali.
they're fighting the fact that California voted to pretty much have all electric vehicles by, I believe it was 2028. And
2028.
8 of the Democrats from California has joined up with the Republicans to say no. So this is a step in a good direction, I feel.
Did they figure out how much energy they would need for like all of the electric?
That remains to be seen, but it is definitely interesting.
Oh, nobody has done the math?
I mean,
you're telling me nobody has done simple math?
I'm sure somebody has done the math, but I don't want to do that math. And I don't think a lot of journalists.
But I mean, it's fairly simple.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of variables in play, and I think that's the real big issue with this. But, 2035. That's what year they're going to be trying to push it all by as a mandate.
Fact.
Yeah. But also, what? Go ahead.
Are they trying to ramp up the cells or the?
No, they're trying to take away the electrical vehicle mandate. They're trying to get rid of that. And
I understand that, but like, if they want all electric vehicles by whatever, aren't they trying to sell as many electric vehicles as possible?
Maybe. What's wrong with that dude's eye? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's wrong with his eye. But
who is that?
That is
Mr. Simpson?
Frank Pallone.
They're banning gas generators and lawnmowers in Cali?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah, because they want to be carbon zero or carbon neutral by like 2040 or something. It's ridiculous. But also, to tap on to what we talked about yesterday with the earthquake in Libya, the death toll went from 10,000 to a confirmed 11,300 from flooding in a Libyan coastal city. Yesterday, they weren't too sure. There was 10,000. Yeah, there was 10,000 missing, and then now they're confirming it at 11,300. So that is
completely dead?
Yep. That is what they are confirming.
So, I mean, yesterday we had a estimation of 12,000 people, correct? And now you're just telling me it's just shy of that?
Well, they had a confirm of 5,500 yesterday with 10,000 missing, and now they pumped the numbers up to 11,300 confirmed dead. And this is one of the worst floods and earthquakes that Mediterranean area has had in almost, I believe, 50 years.
That genuinely is so many lives just lost just due to Mother Nature.
Oh, it looks like I stand corrected. The Libyan Red Crescent thing is said that Thursday that 11,300 people have been killed and a further of 10,100 are still reported missing. So that number could grow even more.
That's rough. That's sad, horrible. I genuinely feel very, very sad for the.
Oh, it's sad news for sure. And the United Nations Humanitarian Office issued an emergency appeal for $71 million, but looks like it still hasn't gone through yet. And Joe Biden promised to send our tax money to go help them, which I think this is the one time I'll actually be like, okay, my taxes can go to this. That is terrible. And I believe it was a 6.8 earthquake that caused a lot of the flooding issues to begin with.
Yep, 6.8 out of 10, I remember.
Yep. Also, a little funny. NASA installs a new chief of the UFO research after expert panel report. I'm only funny in this.
After the horrible shenanigan joke of a panel the other day.
Yep.
Like, you know what? We need a new guy in charge because y'all some idiots.
Yep. It's just one of those. I just kind of giggled at this because of the supposed alien corpses found in Mexico are being released. I was like, this is good. We can't pass up on this one.
It looked like the picture showed yesterday. I don't know. Did we bring it up on screen yesterday for everybody to see? Because it genuinely looked like I saw it yesterday on Timcast, and it looked like a pottery, like a horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean,
it looks like
a
5-year-old did it.
Clay sculpture.
Yeah, a clay sculpture. Yeah, it looks like a 5-year-old did it, and then like they didn't even do the face right. Like.
Right.
Like, oh, this is.
Yep.
Not the right fit.
But yeah, I figured that was just kind of funny. The fact that NASA chooses a new chief for the UFO research. All right, now for some juicy details. McCarthy dares hard right Republicans to oust him as speaker. Like, this shows that there's some of the Republicans actually trying to do something, and I'm surprised about this. Mitch McConnell's last selfie.
Doing their job? What?
I know, right? But it looks like Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually helping the Freedom Caucus.
Shout out MTG.
Yeah, I'm looking for the port right here.
He looks like an alien. Mitch McConnell looks like an alien. Yeah, well, you know, it happens. It'd be like that sometimes, you know?
Oh, wait. I think I misspoke. MTG, one of McCarthy's staunchest allies in the far right wing of the conference, told reporters that she no longer was a member of the Burn It All Down caucus, referring to the House Freedom Caucus, and so saw no reason to out McCarthy. So, looks like I misspoke, misreading this. She looks like she's bending the knee. She's playing politics. That's what she's doing. And
this is so sad, Brian. What do you have to say to? Because all I have to say to this is stop bending.
I mean, a little disappointed, but oh my goodness, another Republican politician falls in lockstep with the Uniparty. This is my surprise face.
Politician gonna politician. But it is. I kind of see this as a small win because it means the Freedom Caucus is actually doing something.
As a lowercase dub?
I could see
it lowercase dub. I mean, not a capital dub, but maybe just a small win. You know, we didn't win the war, we just won a battle.
Right. I mean, it's moving the goalpost forward, I feel like. And it feels like if they keep going forward with this kind of slow mentality, they're going to get somewhere, but it's better than them sitting on their hands. And I know that the Freedom Caucus only has strength because their numbers are so closely aligned with how many Democrats are in there versus how many establishment Republicans are in there. So, like, they do hold a decent grip on the Republican Congress. Because I believe the voting is very tight. I think it's 13 votes separates the difference. So it gets real close. Moving forward, Judge rejects the request to try all Trump Georgia defendants together next month. So essentially, the
All at
judge.
the same time?
Yes. The judge is moving the October cases to March of next year. That is pretty much what this article goes at. So, this is. I mean, tell me that they're not trying to fuck things over. Like, absolutely. This is terrible. And I don't see how. I wonder, like, okay, I believe it is the Fifth Amendment, a right to a speedy trial. This feels like the blatant abuse against it. And we're not even referring to, like, a lot of the J6ers who still are in jail in holding with no charge of crime. The speedy trial clause is definitely not being applied here at all. What do you guys think?
Again, this is sad. Like, again, like I can't stress enough how disappointed I am.
Yeah, this is.
Brian?
I mean, it's a blatant political move. I mean, this is where we're at. We are in a banana republic where the party in power of the government is using the full strength and all organs of said government to suppress opposition and dissent. That's all this is.
Yep.
I mean, you expect to see shit like this in places like, I don't know, Honduras, but not in the United States. Well, we're a banana republic now, folks.
Yeah, definitely seems like it.
I just have no words. Genuinely.
Right? I kind of feel like I keep reading this article and it's like, what do I even say about it? Like, this is just kind of like a little tidbit to throw at you guys. But we can move along to the race to replace Mitt Romney is on. So Mitt Romney essentially said he won't be running for a second term, and citing the fact that we need a new generation of leaders. And so now Utah has opened up pretty much an open ticket run for anyone to run in Utah. So there's going to be a special primary for Utah, I believe, because Republicans rejected Becky Edwards, who was a moderate Republican and a Trump critic. So if you're in Utah,
she was running against him?
Yes. She ran against him before and lost. So now she went to go back to it and then I guess didn't make the cut. So if you're in Utah, run for Senate. Just do it. Run for Senate.
A couple people in Utah that I would probably, if I moved there, I would vote for.
I mean, just to interject, is there any current audience member, a Utah resident or citizen, and is more familiar with elections and how that works in Utah?
I don't think we have anybody right now, but I do know of one person that does.
Yeah, I know of one person, but I don't think he's on right now. But that's definitely something to bring up, is the fact, like, if they're doing open runs, it means anybody can get in. And
I think this guy that Fluff and I are thinking of would be very, very likable.
Right.
And definitely do Utah very.
Yeah, probably. It's interesting for sure. I mean, I really don't remember a state actually ever doing like an open ticket kind of voting before. I know there's write-in votes, but not
first one in the United States, is it?
Not that I can remember of. But I'm just thinking like an open ticket for the Senate seat. I don't remember ever hearing about that before. I know there's write-in votes, but never before an open ticket, unless that's how Utah votes, is open ticket.
Does anybody know?
I really don't know enough to comment. That's why I was kind of seeing if anybody in the audience might be a Utah resident, might have a little bit more knowledge about how special elections work down there.
I mean, we also do have Google.
This is how to vote. I'm looking for how to run. Eligibility requirements. It looks like you've got to be 18, a U.S. citizen, and a resident of Utah for 30 days before election day, and you can run. It is
What?
not. It is not
That
mandatory
seems-
for Utah residents to have a permanent home for voter registration. You only lose your right to vote if you inquire a felony. Okay. And this might be for voting rights. How do you actually run for office? Voter registration.
I don't want to say do the exact same thing that Matt Walsh did, but Matt Walsh did a little thing similar, going to a state and putting getting a residence just so he can talk at the local school board meeting, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that might be a rule in uh, in most states that you have to either be a resident or so.
So, according to ballotpedia.org, an individual can seek the nomination of a state-recognized political party, or an individual can run as independent, or an individual can run as a write-in candidate. It seems like those are the three requirements of getting in.
For the House Senate.
Yes. Can be written in no later than 60 days before regular general election. So, you got the time is ticking if you want to run for Utah Senate, because it's going to be up there. That's something. I just looked at the same thing. Thank you. I think I was looking for that one. But yeah, so that's interesting. I think because Mitt Romney's old, but he's not that old. I don't think it's his first term.
He's not as old as Joe,
right? No kidding.
Definitely looks like he's. I'm gonna guess he's probably in his 50s. Fact check.
He is more about 76.
That's what I figured. I figured he had to be in his 70s.
Yeah.
Wow. He looks good for 76. I mean,
right?
Joe is what, 80? And I mean, wow.
If only I can look that good at fucking 76.
Hey, I bet you I'm gonna look a lot better. Come on now.
You're young with all the microplastics.
Hey, I am never going to have any surgery to fix my face. Come on now. I have way too many scars.
All right. This one's a kind of a funny one. Federal judge again declares that DACA is illegal. Because we had to know that DACA is illegal way back now.
Oh, yeah? Haven't we already known that it's illegal? Or are they just like putting the law on the book?
Well, I believe there was a challenge with DACA, and because of the Biden administration saying, like, you're welcome here as dreamers, and then it got kicked down the can. Brian, do you have more about this one?
I mean, not really. I mean, delayed action for children arrivals, and it was to give some protection to kids who came over, were brought over by their families as small children, and basically grew to adulthood in the United States. It was to basically, like you said, kick the can down the road. I mean, and now we're at the point where we have two choices for those people. We can either grant them amnesty or we can deport them. There's no other option. We can't kick the can down the road anymore. Now, I'm going to sound like a heartless old man when I say we follow the law and deport
Real man?
So, but that's where I come down on it. But, I mean, that's where we're at. We got to make a choice. Amnesty or deportation.
I mean, I agree with you that there's the two choices here: amnesty or deportation.
Yeah, no. I think we
Um.
have to close the.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the first bit of. Like finish the wall. Like make sure the border is secure, and then figure out who's
Right.
figure out who's here and
So
then deal with it.
my personal take on this is I kind of feel like we need to kick the can down the road some more until we actually do solve the border issue right now and then come and revisit this. Well, I'm saying like with the DACA exclusively. If we fix the border and then come and tackle this problem. Because this problem it could be make or break for political suicide or not because of how touchy the subject is. Because there's a lot of people who feel kind of in the middle of it, like they really don't want to make a decision, but they feel like it needs to be fixed somehow, but nobody wants to make a decision on it. So that's why I feel like this is just going to get get down the road again. I mean, it's not a foolproof plan, and this is a hard subject to tackle. I kind of feel like if Trump was in office, this issue would be like, all right, yeah, come over here, sign up all this stuff, tell us who you are, and we'll figure something out. And then he'll probably be like, okay, time to deport you.
Fluff. The thing is like that's exactly it. I don't think any immigrant will try to go to that because they think that as they sign up or they sign their name, like they get deported right away.
Right.
You know?
I mean, yeah. I'm just kind of spitballing ideas here. That's really all I'm doing. Again, this is one of them subjects that it's very politically hot, so it's hard for a lot of politicians to really touch on unless they're really solidified in their ideas.
This should probably generate a lot of discussion in the last segment.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Ready for this one? This one's actually some good news.
I'm ready.
Hunter Biden indicted by special counsel on felony gun charges. They're actually
felony gun charges?
Yep.
Wait, are you talking about the same gun charges when he got rid of a gun behind a restaurant or a school or behind
Yes.
He threw a gun away in a trash can and behind something.
Yes. So they're charging him with 2 counts of false statements in purchasing the firearm and a 3rd count on illegally obtaining a firearm while addicted to drugs. The 2 counts of making false statements carry up to 10 years and 5 years respectively, while the possession charge carries a sentence up to 10 years. So he's going to get a slap on the wrist and a bail charge. That's what I think.
But yet other people who make the exact same or do the exact same thing are going to go to jail for 10 years? Is that what I'm understanding?
Most likely.
I tell you
so
what.
So rules for thee and not for me?
Yep.
I tell you what, I've got mixed feelings on this one because while this may be the thread that gets pulled that brings down the entire Biden crime syndicate, at the same time, I'm a hardcore 2A absolutist, and I would say he shouldn't be arrested on gun charges in the first place because those gun laws are unconstitutional.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Brian. I'm right there with you. I think for me, if they're going to charge him for anything, it shouldn't be the gun crime itself or the possession. It should be the fact that he lied under oath.
The cocaine.
No. I'm saying in this case, he should be prosecuted for lying under oath. That's the only thing I could really see like that they could really get him on. Because like,
wait, but cocaine though.
But prove it.
What are you talking about? Prove it. There's literally pictures on the laptop.
Yes, I know. But other people don't know.
But the pictures on the Hunter Biden laptop and the prostitute. Isn't that illegal?
I mean,
that's 100% illegal.
Okay, it depends on the state.
Illegal. What?
I mean, it depends on the state, really. Like, because I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so it's kind of hard for me to say this, but I believe with
Okay,
confidence
but
if you
cocaine
took
is illegal.
photos, right? But if you took photos where cocaine is legal and where you're doing it, I don't think you should be charged for crossing into a border that deems that illegal. Like that's one of them weird things. I
So
don't know.
just because you committed a crime out in international waters, you shouldn't be charged with the crime? Is that what I'm understanding?
I mean, like, it's okay. Doing drugs, I'm very, like, whatever when it comes to drugs. Like, if you go into international waters and you do cocaine and you're with hookers, I don't care. If you murder somebody in international waters, okay, now I care. So it's
Okay, yeah, well,
really
murder's bad.
right. But we're talking about cocaine possession. And I don't. Cocaine, it's a victimless crime. It is a victimless crime. They're only hurting themselves. I don't understand why
Right.
it should be that kind of. I don't understand why people are so uppity about it. I really don't. I mean, there's a lot of people in this community who microdose on different things, but like cocaine, like, come on, who cares? Seriously, who cares? It's the gun being dropped off near a school zone. That's one thing. It's lying on the NAFTA form that no, I am not addicted to drugs is another thing. But like the possession of the firearm itself is one of them grounds of like so. But lying under oath is another big thing. Like, okay, that we should prosecute for sure. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, there's also other things on the laptop, illicit
Right.
dealings with countries or whatever.
Which should be prosecuted, of course.
Possible illicit dealings with so I definitely. Brian, can you think of any other things that were on that laptop that Rudy Giuliani showed?
I mean, there is the appearance of drug use. There is also the appearance of improprieties with minors. The all kinds of other things. Interesting that they're focusing on the gun stuff. Although I guess it makes sense because that's easily provable. If you're a prosecutor, so you're going to go for the low hanging fruit, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I made my feelings clear about this up front. If this is what it takes to bring down the Biden crime family, fine. But the gun thing shouldn't be an issue in the first place, in my humble opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah. That's actually that's actually a really funny point. Bad. Imagine if Don Jr. was a cokehead and a pedophile. Yeah, see, it goes back to the same old thing. Rules for the not. I mean, it's blatant disrespect, disregard, and it's sad. It's pathetic that he's just gonna get a slap on the wrist.
Right. All right. Now we're gonna play a little game, and this is the game we've been playing all week. Yes.
The game, the best game that I can win.
Yes. Is it real
Okay, everybody,
or is it
there
B?
are rules.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to read off two headlines. If you think the headline is fake, you're going to be voting on one of two headlines. You're going to be voting for the fake headline. So,
What's the name of the game again, Fluff?
Is it real or is it B? One of them is a Babylon Bee article. The other one is a real article.
Think I got this.
Okay. I'm going to read off the two articles, and you guys can put a 1 if you think it's the first one, or a 2 if you think it's the second one. Here we go. After Aaron Rodgers' injury, the NFLPA calls for grass in all stadiums.
What?
After Aaron Rodgers' injury, the NFLPA calls for grass in all stadiums. Or, Experts believe Aaron Rodgers' ankle injury is a result of being unvaccinated. You're voting for the fake article.
Gotta be kidding. No, you've got to be kidding me. Wait, let me hear number one again.
Number one is after Aaron Rodgers' injury, the NFLPA calls for grass in all stadiums. And then
Calls for grass.
Grass.
Like not turf?
Grass. GRASS.
Got it.
Remember, you're voting for the fake one. And then the other article is the experts believe Aaron Rodgers' ankle injury.
I thought we were voting for the real one.
You're voting for the fake. Which one's fake?
Oh, voting.
Which one's fake?
The which one is fake is, I would say, the first one, because actually no, you know what? The second one, yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut. The first one,
You're gonna say the first one's fake?
The second one, they would try and say something about the COVID vaccine, but
all right.
they're gonna be that dumb.
So you're saying Aaron Rodgers, the NFL calls for grass in all stadiums is fake. Final answer.
Oh wait, no. Sorry. I thought we were going with the real one. So no.
I said you're voting for fake.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was real.
Yeah.
You got to make the rules consistent.
No, where's the fun in that?
Gosh. Okay, fine. Okay, so number 2 is the one that is fake, because they would Babylon B would try and say something about the vid, and Aaron Rodgers having it.
All right, you are correct. Babylon B.
You know what?
Experts
I am
believe
3 for 4, baby.
Babylon B. Experts believe Aaron Rodgers' ankle injury was a result of being unvaccinated. There you go.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Yeah, ESPN says that the NFLPA calls for grass in all stadiums after Aaron Rodgers' ankle injury.
Yeah, I saw his ankle injury. Like, was it really that bad that they're trying to say, oh, he got the injury because he didn't have the vid vaccine?
Right.
You're going to get the vid.
I believe he's out for 2 weeks.
He's out for 2 weeks?
I think that's what they said.
I don't watch football like that, so I didn't watch that specific game. I just heard about it. So I understand Brian. Brian is our local sports guy. I think. Positive.
Brian's more knowledgeable, isn't he?
Okay. I picked out these articles. In T-Bone, you came very, very close talking yourself into picking this one as the fake article.
He came very close.
Because the rules changed, Brian. Fluffy changed the rules up on me.
I will change
the rules.
I will change the rules as I see fit.
You know what, Fluffy? I will still win.
That's fair.
Guys,
Great. Okay.
I was watching the chat. I got a lot of you guys, so I'll take it as a win for me.
So Brian is the one that picks these articles in the morning. These are great.
I mean, all I gotta say now, Fluff, is that I'm 3 for 4, and nothing can stop me now.
That's true. That's true. Alrighty. So that was the Babylon B, or is it real or is it B?
I will find a way to stump you, T-Bone.
You won't. You only stumped me the first day because I didn't know the rules and I didn't know what was going on. But now, since I know the rules, I know what's going on. Even though you changed the rules up on me, I still win.
So I'll change them again tomorrow, just be sure. All right.
And watch me still win. I will be 4 for 5.
So we do have an announcement to make. Kathy,
really?
yes,
Oh, yeah,
to tonight's guest, Kathy Faust, an American author, an activist, and an advocate for children's rights, will be on.
Oh yeah, who did? So tell me more about her. I wanna learn a little bit more about her before we bring up some callers.
So she is part of the Them Before Us group. She's a founder of the organization, which advocates for children's rights and the biological parents. The organization stands that adult desire for marriage, divorce, or certain types of family structures should not come before the best interest of the children. She has done various articles on numerous media appearances to discuss her views on marriage, family, and children's rights. She was raised by a lesbian mother, and her parents are. Well, sorry. She was raised by a lesbian mother and her partner after the parents' divorce. She mentioned this background in various forums to provide context to her viewers. I guess she's a little bit controversial. Well, yeah. Looks like she says that she's okay with same-sex marriage, but the LGBTQ has different opinions on her. So it looks like she does have some controversy around her.
Do they not like her?
They
Is that what
do
you're trying
not.
to say?
They do not like her.
So she was raised by a lesbian couple.
Yes.
By her lesbian mother and partner, and
Correct.
the LGBTQ plus community doesn't like her.
Correct, because she has what they call hot takes on same-sex marriages.
I mean, I know some people on here have some hot takes, but how hot could these takes be?
Yeah, you never know. All right. Was there
Probably
anybody?
for an entire...
Oh, I was going to say, we're going to open up the floor for anybody to come up on stage and give us their opinions. Please keep in mind, as well, this is being recorded.
We are recording.
Yes. So anybody have any kind of opinions they'd like to express up on stage? Don't forget to turn off your stream. I mean, they're just...
Fluff, you gotta turn off the...
Oh, yeah. Don't... Yeah.
Now we can get people up here. I see a lot of wonderful, wonderful people.
I forgot. I don't know technology. Yes.
You know
don't
what?
be shy.
I'd expect that from Brian. I'd expect that the technology paired from Brian, but not you, Fluff. Come on.
Look.
Get it together.
I'm slightly retarded.
Just slightly?
Yes.
Howdy.
Welcome. What is your opinion?
Welcome, Shark.
Hello, sirs. Hello, gents. Nice.
What do you have to say for us?
Okay. Other than I should probably watch the show at some point so I know who the lady is because I don't know her.
Oh.
Other than if I were her, I would just.
You are cutting in and out something fierce.
You are roboting very hard.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. You're cutting in and out quite a bit.
Quite a lot.
Am I cutting out too much?
Very, it's good now. Well, what else? Okay, so what we got?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Oh, I said I would. If I was her, I'd just go more full bore and be like, I think domestic partner are just kind of lean into it a little bit if they hate her guts, which is hilarious because if she's got a lesbian mom, then she's technically part of the group, and she's for gay marriage and they still hate her guts.
Yes, that is what I'm picking up from this.
And so she's just going to talk about biological parents' rights, I guess, which is good.
Yeah, it seems like her biggest advocate is for biological parents.
People in California need that since somebody could cart a kid off and say they need a gender change or something. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, I mean, I shall watch it and see it and have to catch up on some of the other ones too because I've been busy. But yes, sir. Nice talking with you. I shall pop out now. I have to go into the hardware store.
Thank you very much, Shark, for your
glorious input.
Yes,
certainly,
ma'am.
sir.
Thank you very much.
Bye, gentlemen.
Do we have anybody else that would like to pop in and give us your 2 or 3 cents?
Yes, we appreciate different inputs and different opinions.
Do.
Even though they might be wrong, we still appreciate them.
Well, most of the time they are wrong but from others, it's definitely.
Yo, wait, what? When was this updated?
Who?
Today at 10. Video game company uses video game company Unity closes offices following death threats. That's odd. And unfortunately, I can't read the article too much. I'm going to figure out more about this before I continue on.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's weird. The fact that Unity has received a death threat after announcing a new fee. They announced a new fee. The video game company Unity receives a death threat and is forced to close 2 offices to ensure the safety of employees. What fee did they add? I'm reading. Looks like they changed the fee for their Unity engine and all the mods that you can download with it. They're changing how they process fees. It's a price changing. Yes. Thank you, CWIS. All right.
What is he saying now?
So Unity is a game engine that makes video games. People usually it's been open source with some sort of pay method with it. Now they're changing their prices on things, and it looks like the community went absolutely haywire against it because it is a high fee. It doesn't. I'm looking for an actual number, and I am not seeing it, but it looks like charging 20 cents for every new install of Unity projects, including projects developed or released before fees were announced. So that royalty is going to be a ridiculous. My God, that could change. Oh, so like, think of like, okay, yeah, 20 cents doesn't sound like a whole lot, but if you've got Unity everything running through and there's almost 400 different pieces of Unity stuff, that skyrockets fast.
So some
How
people
fast?
are able to publish games and just make them free. So this is based on an install base and a dollar. You have to make so much money off the game before this is implemented. It may be per game, it may be per studio. They weren't quite exactly clear on it. And
Right.
what some people are saying is if you hate a game or a developer, you'd be able to mass uninstall and reinstall these games, causing the developer to rack up all these fees.
Oh, that is awful. Oh,
Yeah.
talk about review bombing. Jeez.
But
That could make or break a game studio, especially small ones.
so when people release these games for fairly low dollars, they might not even be making money off the game, and now they're going to be charging more than the people are charging for the game as a fee, retroactively in some cases, I think.
Oh man, I hate to interrupt you, but this is breaking news for a fat person like me. Wendy's selling junior bacon cheeseburgers for 1 penny for 4 days for National Cheeseburger Day. From September 18th to 22nd.
Cheeseburger Day.
From September 18th to 22nd, you can get 1 cent cheeseburgers. This is gonna.
Hey, they literally just closed the Wendy's like right near where I love to go, and it is upsetting.
This is the Bidenomics I want to see. 1 cent cheeseburgers.
No, this is no go. This is horrible. This is such a horrible idea, and no, I'm sorry. The amount of money that they're gonna lose, the amount of people that we already have an obesity problem in the United States of America, and you're trying to tell me you want more of this? No, I said no.
Okay, let me clarify. Wendy's customers can snag a junior bacon cheeseburger for just a penny with any purchase. So there has to be a purchase, and you can get another sandwich for a penny. Limited time offer, app or website only. Okay, so they're pushing to get the people to get to their app. That's what it is.
So you're trying to tell me that at Wendy's now,
Mm-hmm.
just 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburgers for 4 freaking days. Wait.
Yep.
When does this start? Does it start today? Because
September
you already
18th.
lost.
September 18th. Yes.
Oh, so in 4 days it's gonna be 1 penny. 1 penny. Well, okay, I bet you $20 there's gonna be a cap.
It just says with any purchase, and you have to use the Wendy's app reward or use the website to make the order.
Oh, you have to use the app. So if you go
Yes.
into the store with cash in your hand, asking for uh, some food and then something else, you know, uh, like say you want some fries, so you're already getting fries and a drink, and then you ask, for the 1 penny your bacon burger, whatever.
Correct.
You can't get it even though you have cash. You have to go onto the app.
Yes. Why
This is
can't I
bold.
hear the speakers? Check audio settings.
Can't hear the speakers.
Perhaps leave the stage and
wrong.
then come back? That's what it
It's
looks like to
2023,
me.
guys. Your wallets are looking thin. Well, no.
Right.
All people do is just carry their cards around. They don't really carry cash around. But you know what? I do. I carry cash because
Right.
I'm smart.
All right. Remember that Pennsylvania convict running around who got captured the other day?
The doggo.
Yeah.
Do you know what his name is? I'm so excited. Do you know what his name is?
I'm looking for it right. And really?
His
Really?
name is Yoda.
Shit you not. The dog's
What a
name
great
is Yoda
dog.
from Detroit. God, it's great.
His name is totally Yoda. Look it up.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at it right now. Detroit K9 unit, known as Yoda, deploys as officials head a former perimeter around the wooded area. The dog made the arrest.
The dog who made the arrest. You know how he made the arrest? He used the Force because his name is Yoda.
The force of a bite is what he did.
No, he used the Force. Well, I mean, just because it was his jaws, it was still the Force. Force be with you, good fluff.
Yeah. I'm going to be forcing this poop out later on.
Yes, you will be. And Brian will be helping.
Oh, probably not. Look, if
Ricky Bobby.
If I have to get help to poop, something's wrong.
Bobby, shake and bake.
Something's very
Bobby,
wrong.
Shake and bake.
Quick update. The Hurricane Lee on the path for New England and Canada has moved to a Category 1 storm, but it's still expected to be large and dangerous. And the fact that it's moving slow is very hard for all the water. And pretty much avoid New York. That's all.
I mean, honestly, if New York just
it is.
If New York just like wasn't here, it's not the greatest. Better than Cali,
right?
So I think it's probably as
right.
fairly.
Is there anyone else that'd like to come on stage and give their opinions? We've still got a few minutes before we have to wrap up.
Yes, this is true.
Actually, T-Bone, you got any socials to shout out?
No.
Okay. Lame. Nerd.
Sure. Fluffy, what are your socials?
You can follow me on YouTube at the Fluffy Hobo Show, where I am live streaming this currently.
Hey, everybody go subscribe to Fluffy Hobo at the Fluffy Hobo Show. Because we need to get those subscribers up.
If you missed this show, you can always rewatch it there.
Yeah, rewatch it as soon as the show is done. Brian, grumpy old man.
My frumpy friend.
You're such a grumpy old man.
My socials are Nunya at DeesNuts.com.
The only website that matters.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I think.
I think I'm just getting news. I do actually have something to shout out.
Oh.
Fluff.
What are we shouting out?
Joey will be coming up, hopefully in the next couple of minutes. So stay tuned for the next show starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will just be going over some of the other news And then right after that, at 8, we have Timcast IRL. At Timcast IRL on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it's going to be an interesting night, and it won't be like last night.
Yeah, yesterday was such a wild night with Malcolm Flex. I mean, it was only on YouTube for 30 minutes, and then the rest was behind a paywall. That was such a wonderful, wonderful episode. If you missed it, go to timcast.com, become a member, and go watch.
Correct. Yes. All of this can't be possible without the Timcast Discord.
No, the Timcast member. And then the
And also, don't forget tonight, if you got a question for a guest, if you're a VIP member or elite, you can go ahead and start submitting your questions now. The call and request channel is open.
Ooh.
And as well with that, we'd be remiss if we did mention the After Dark show after the uncensored portion of the show. And I believe Mr. Sinoski will be hosting that this evening.
I do believe you are correct.
And
Mr. Sinoski will be doing that at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everybody. And that will go for about an hour to about an hour and a half-ish. Then after that, we will bring the conversation down to the VIP and VIP voice chats and just end out the night there.
Yeah.
So about 8 hours of 7 to 8 hours Timcast related or just news in general.
And if you are not a VIP member, if you're a lounge member and you haven't hit that 6-month threshold yet, you can upgrade to silver. That's kind of like the cheat code. It's $15 more a month. It's like the cheat code to VIP status. And then you will have access all the time to all these VIP rooms and the call-in channel. So might consider that. And there, ask anyone with like a badge, like a purple badge or a gold badge. If you see that in their profile, if you're interested in doing that, go ahead and drop us a DM, ping us in a channel. We'll be more than happy to help you with that process.
Right. Absolutely. Get the QR codes. Maybe we should get. Oh, okay.
Is Joey here yet?
I don't see him. I don't.
Joey.
I don't think Joey's going to show up. Joey's late for everything.
Well, he did say that we have to end this event so that the
Fair enough.
event basically go. We can't hand it off like
We can't hand it off like we originally planned it to. Okay.
No, we can't because it won't basically give everybody who is interested.
We have to end the show.
One.
There's a couple reasons why we have to end the stage and then let Joey or OC or Sinoski, whoever is going to do that. We have to end the stage because that will also change the heading on the stage from midday rush to,
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Fluff, get with the program.
I'm sorry. I only work here.
Hey, there's Joey.
I don't even get paid to do this. This is just a side job. Come on now.
Greetings, Joey.
Get paid?
Yeah, right.
There he is. There's the man of the hour.
Yes.
The man of the weekend.
We're
It's the weekend. It's the weekend isn't even started yet, Joey. What are you talking about?
Listen, it's always the weekend when you're Joey Cannoli.
It's always the
Joey,
weekend.
Joey, we're just wrapping up here.
Yeah.
We just want to banter back and forth a little bit. Oh, we have the man, the myth, the legend.
Look at you guys. Look at you all professionals up here.
You guys already coming in. Okay. Well, I think we might just end it off there.
Yeah.
Fluff.
I think so.
My name is T-Bone.
All right, let's explain to people how this is going to go, though.
My name is T-Bone, and this is the Midday Rush, everybody. Fluffy, end it off for us.
T-Bone, you're retarded. I love it.